Hi everyone. Thanks to the previous presenters, I think I can save my time because many slides already explained by the others. So let me be quick, so you can have a coffee. I'm gonna talk about the intrusion detection in smart grid. It's very general names, but I'm trying to focus on what we've been working on from our last 3 years for Sparks project. So outlines, nothing special, so you can skip it. So we've been facing many cyber attacks. Okay, this is old slide. Okay, oh, it doesn't matter. I was going to skip this one. So we've been looking at many cyber attacks, right? We don't need to mention all the details. We can just skip this. Black energy, hardbacks, many malware targeting industrial control devices. And Ukraine, yeah, we just found it out. So the many sophisticated scenario have been revealed. There was cyber attacks caused the blackout entire the Ukraine city. So we've been demonstrating cyber attack for the last years. So all I want to say is that attacks became very sophisticated, very complicated, with many options for the attackers. Good for the attackers, but bad for us as a defenders. So multiple stages, and each stage has more options, and there are more options coming to the future. So it's hard to detect everything. So many things we need to cover in this security for smart grid. So, okay, that I need to cover it. So the intrusion detection. So for the last presenters, we heard about the analytic, how we analyze data, how we collect the data, how we identify some abnormal behaviors or attacks to our systems that we want to protect. But the point is that if the central system or any security analytic system collecting information from the remote sources, that the remote sources can be attacked by the bad guys, how can you trust the data? Then how can you trust the output of the analytic information? So the most in the front line, this network intrusion detection is essential one to have a better or smart move for the security in the smart grid. So there will be anyway in any systems there will be network connections. In this case, we have controller in here, and in the PIRT, there will be PV inverters, and there will be communicating each other through any measures, any communication measures. Then there will be many threats to these communications. So someone tried to fake the controller, or someone tried to fake the PV inverter as pretending I'm the real PV inverter or I'm the real controller to operate what they want to do, to damage the systems. And maybe some man-in-the-middle attack can be happened to as well, to believe them they are talking to each other, but the commands are manipulated or injected or dropped it by the attackers. So what we want to do is that putting another layers in any size of any shape of the networks and monitoring those communication to find out any misuse case or any abnormal situation. So the IDS will investigate all the information. I mean, in terms of the network traffic, not the others. Then we can identify, we can tell what was wrong and where was wrong. So who was there, and then this kind of information can be delivered to other security component. For example, security analytics modules and some local control loops to decide what should I do for these commands or for these situations. So we've been working on different types of detection mechanism based on the traffic information. So there are some general general IT solutions as well, but also we have some protocol violation techniques to identify some abnormal behaviors using some rule-based. So this is not about how to find some bad behavior on specific system, but we are providing some framework to have their own rules, because the smart grid system will be different by system. So we need to have different rules. So this intrusion detection has capability of building your own rules. So when you design your system, when you build your system, you will have to derive those rules as well to protect your system. Then these, so IDS, usually the name is Intrusion Detection System, means not one component. There will be different types of deployment strategies. So some agent will be, as a sensor for the intrusion detection, will be located in many places. Then they will do some part of this intrusion mechanism based on the system architectures. So for example, if there are some other devices within those network area, they can do some small investigation or forwarding relevant information to the central machine or some some layered systems. Then they can have a different investigation technology to find out some anomalies or attacks. So, and then also we focus on the how do we do when the IDS detect some attack, what can you do? So we need to allow to the proper component, some regular controller or security analytics systems or some operation central systems to do some action, to have some actions for that. So we also have a case scenario with the resilient controller from KTH. So IDS will allow to the RC not only something happen, but with some additional information. For example, how many devices are compromised by the attack, and what was the manipulated data or original data, sort of things. Then the RC became more smart. No, just saying something is wrong, just find out what was wrong. Rather than saying that we can tell what was and where was the attacker. So from the IDS. And also we have a interface for the IDS as a security analytics for monitoring the network traffic in the system. So we can visualize many kinds of information, how many traffic are there, what kinds of data been transmitted, and what attacks has been detected, and which one was generating those abnormal traffic to the systems. And also we can identify, so if you can parse these application layer protocols, if there's no encryptions, then we can also do some investigation on that. What was the original data manipulated by the attackers? Then we can inform this information to the relevant component to have a better actions. So conclusion. So we've been implementing intrusion detections for smart grid. So targeting a protocol is IC 650. So our IDS is able to investigate deep packet inspections. Then you can identify any manipulation or any injection has been delivered by the attackers. Then we will be demonstrating our intrusion detection system tomorrow at the SmartEST lab with the other countermeasure from Spark's project. Okay, this is more or less from my side. Thank you.